Konnichiwa. Hello, my name is Miki and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be unboxing a box from overseas. A lot of these things are things that I cannot get here in America. Normally inside these boxes are things that I request from my mom, and sometimes she throws in a little goodies just to kind of fill up the box. And so we're going to be unboxing that today. And this is the first box I have received in 2019. I do have a couple of previous overseas unboxings, which I will leave in the description box if you guys are interested in seeing those. And of course, a lot of these things, like I said, you can't get here in America, but the things that you can get, I will list down in the description box. So a little disclaimer before we get into the video: if you are super sensitive to profanity or if you are easily offended, this is not the place for you. I am a no filter bitch and I have no idea what's gonna come out of my mouth, so keep that in mind while you're watching. All right, so if you guys are interested in seeing what is in the first overseas unboxing of 2019, then just stay tuned. Oh, this thing is actually really heavy for once, and normally it's not this heavy, so I'm really excited to see what my mom has sent me. The first thing we got here is Kinoko no Yama. Now this is one of my favorite snacks. I wouldn't say that it's necessarily a candy, but what it is basically these little biscuits with chocolate on top, and they're shaped like little mushrooms. Next is another snack. This is Takenoko no Sato, and basically these are from the same type of company. They all sell like these little mushroom shaped or acorn shaped candies. Now this one, ooh, this is definitely a new flavor. I've never seen this before. This is cheesecake flavor, and as you can see, this has probably like cheesecake flavored cream, almost like white chocolate. Like for me, white chocolate, I really feel like it's more of a cream and not really chocolate, if that makes sense. We have chocolate biscuits covered in, I believe, what is cheesecake flavored chocolate, if that makes sense. So I'm really excited to try these. I think my husband's gonna like that because he loves anything cheesecake. Next thing we have is almond and dried fish. Now I have no idea why my mom said this to me because I'm not really a big fish I'm sorry, I am a big fish fan. I love eating fish, but I'm not a very big fan of the dry fish. Back home, this is what we call a tsumami, which is basically something that you eat while you drink beer. A lot of people, or actually I should say Okinawans, are very big beer drinkers, and they always have snacks, whether it's like peanuts or almonds or dry fish like these. This kind of stuff, I'm not really sure, so we're gonna have to see on that one. Next snack is one of my favorites. I have mentioned this in previous unboxings before. This is ototo. I love ototo so much. These are basically little crackers that are in the shape of sea animals, and I have been eating this since I was like wee big. I mean, since I was 3-4 years old. This thing has been around for so long, and I just absolutely love this stuff. This is probably the only thing that I have consistently just been obsessed with ever since I was a kid, even as an adult. I just really love these, and every time my mom includes one of these in the box, I get so excited because they're just literally my favorite snacks. Like everything here I love that I've showed so far, but this is like my favorite of all time. I swear, my mom and her wrapping, I mean, it is very thorough. Like she wants to make sure that nothing's gonna spill, and in case it does spill, she puts plastic bags on them. And of course, I'm very appreciative of that because a lot of people do not know how to deliver mail. She even put paper towels in there in case anything spilled. All right, so this next product is my ultimate favorite of all time, tried and true, holy grail, #1 makeup cleanser. This is actually a makeup remover. It is a cleansing oil, but what you're supposed to do with these is you're supposed to apply it with dry hands and massage it all over your face, and this will not leave a speck. And when I say a speck, I mean nothing. No makeup, no nothing. Even if it's waterproof mascara, waterproof eyeliner, it does not matter. Eyelash glue, forget it. This will take it off. This is the Biore Perfect Oil, which is the Biore Perfect Oil. This you can actually find on Amazon, so I will leave the link down below. My mom knows that this is the only cleansing oil that I will use. I do not like any of the American cleansing oils that I have tried so far because a lot of them are the ones that you just put on your face with wet hands or whatever, and oil just works best when your face is dry. I don't really like or prefer makeup wipes because even then I still feel like there's stuff on my face. So whenever I see someone like use a makeup wipe and then go to bed, I'm just like, ugh, like that's not really my style. Like I have to have a cleansing oil. I cannot live without this. And so my mom always sends me at least 2 bottles with every box that I get. So now we have some face products. Oh geez, I don't know why she sent so many. So I asked my mom to send me do-it-yourself masks, and this is basically what it is. It is a little cotton round, so when you add liquid to it, it expands into a face mask, like as you can see in this picture here. Now they do sell these in the States, so she got me these, she got me these ones, and she got me these ones. I don't know how many face masks she thought I needed, but she bought me a lot. I really wanted these because I really enjoy face masks, and I wanted to do more of my own face masks. And what I really am working on is like my dark spots, and one of my favorite toners from Ulla Henriksen, of course, is something that helps with dark spots, but I wanted to make kind of a mask out of it. So what I was thinking about using on these was to put a little bit of the toner on this, help it expand, and use it as a mask to clear up any acne and to help my dark spots. I kind of want it to sit on my face so it fully absorbs, which is why I asked my mom for these, except I didn't ask for this many, but I'm still appreciative because now I feel like I'll never run out of those. Next product is these little facial razors. Now I actually use these to clean up like over here where the hair is very thin and I can't really tweeze them, or I clean up my brow area. I also use this to exfoliate my skin. You guys are probably thinking like, why don't I buy them here in the States? It's because y'all want an arm and a leg for fucking facial razors. These are from the 100 yen store. So this was $1 for 3 of them, and this was $1 for 3 of them. Now I have gone to TJ Maxx, I've gone to Ross, and I've seen facial razors. They want like $5 for like 3 razors. And that to me is just completely ridiculous because it's a fucking razor. Like I don't want to pay $5, $6 for just 3 razors. So I asked my mom to get these because they're $1 each. I wear contacts. If you guys didn't know from the last video, I do wear glasses, but today I'm actually wearing contacts, and I asked my mom for cute contact cases because y'all don't have any cute contact cases here. And if you did, they're gonna be an arm and a leg. It's literally a plastic container that holds your freaking contacts. I mean, it shouldn't be that expensive, but for some reason here they are. So she got me 2 cute little contact lens cases. So I have a My Melody contact case, and I have a Hello Kitty contact case. Now, she always buys me Hello Kitty stuff because ever since I was a kid, I mean a little girl, everything in my room was literally Hello Kitty. And when I say that, I am not joking. My curtains were Hello Kitty, my sheets. My dad would always buy me Hello Kitty blankets whenever he went to Korea. He would buy me those big fluffy blankets. He would always get me all kinds of Hello Kitty things. Like he would just spoil me with them. And so I am just obsessed even to this day with Hello Kitty. And so I think that this is so freaking cute. Okay, so the next product is a makeup product. This actually I requested from my mom as well. This is the K Palette One Day Tattoo Long Stay Eyebrow Liquid. Now, I actually saw this on Instagram on this brand's page, and this is a new release. The one thing that caught my eye is this kind of reminds me of the new Urban Decay brow pen that they came out with. One has a little brush tip on it that looks like an eyeliner pen, and then on the other, I believe it's just like a regular pencil. I'm not sure because I haven't really looked at it, but this one, it has the same thing. On one side, you have the brush where you can do brush strokes, and then on the other side, we have a little sponge with some powder on it to fill in your brows. I was really interested in this, so I asked my mom that if they had it to get it for me, and here it is. So if I can find this on Amazon, I will definitely link that down below. I'm not really sure because this is still a very brand new product. So I think this is the last like makeup / skincare type of product. I actually asked my mom for cotton puffs because you guys, I have to say, all right, so these two here, first let me explain. There is 80 in each box, so I get 160. Can you guys guess how much this is? Can you guess how much this is? It is 100 yen. That means like $1 something depending on the yen rate. And that is for 160 face pads. These face pads I absolutely love because I cannot find a face pad here in America that does not get all over my face. And what I'm talking about is those little cotton balls. Whenever you use a cotton pad, it just always leaves some kind of cotton on your face, and I cannot stand it. I have tried literally every single cotton pad brand that you have here in America. I've tried Swissfers, I've tried Q-Tip, I've tried the Walmart brand, I've tried the Target brand, I've tried many other ones that I just can't even think of off the top of my head because I've tried so freaking many. I actually have a bag of the Q-Tip pads right here, and I just cannot stand it because every single time I wipe my face and I go to put on like moisturizer, I feel the little bits of cotton. So this you can get at Target, I believe, for $3 and something cents, and I only get 75 cotton pads in this. This, you pay $1 and you get 160. So to me, that is like the most amazing price that you could ask for. There is literally nothing cheaper than that. I'm actually going to open one so you guys can see what this actually looks like. I know it looks just like a regular pad, but this will not leave any type of cotton on your face or any like fluffies or anything like that. And that is why I love Japanese cotton pads. Now, I do know that at Sephora, they do sell the Shiseido cotton pads, but I'm not paying, okay? Your girl is not paying $8 for a little package of cotton pads because they're Shiseido. Now, Shiseido is a very expensive brand, not only in here in America, but also back home as well. But I just cannot justify spending $8 on fucking cotton pads. So I asked my mom to buy these, and these are exactly what I used to use back home for toners or for removing makeup or fixing makeup, what have you. And these are just so much better for me than spending almost $4 for 75 cotton pads that I'm just really not into. So I'm really happy that I have cotton pads. I know you guys are probably thinking like, what the fuck? Why is she so excited about cotton pads? But y'all don't even know the quality, like just the difference of the quality in our cotton pads. And I just can't stand y'all's cotton pads. And how much you charge for them is just, to me, is just so ridiculous. Let me just state, I am not hating on America. I just think that quality over quantity is a little different in this country than it is in Japan. So that's all I'm gonna say on that. All right, so the rest of the things we got here are food related. I have this aji shio kosho. Now this is basically salt and pepper mixed into one, and it is just, I love using this stuff, especially for like fried rice seasoning. This is the way to go. The taste of this is surprisingly different than what you're thinking of just salt and pepper. It has a different flavor to it rather than just mixing salt and pepper together. I'm not really sure what else they put in here, but a lot of Japanese people, they will use this for stir fry. They'll use it to make their hamburgers and season their hamburgers with. We use it for fried rice. We also use it on like meats to, you know, season our meats. And so my mom got 2 of these for me, which I'm really happy about because now I can start making decent fried rice. Speaking of fried rice, my mom got me some fried rice packets. So we have the yakibuta chahan, which is pork flavored fried rice packets. Now with this, basically you make your own rice, and then inside of these little packets are little seasonings, and what you do is while you are frying the rice in a wok or a frying pan or whatever, you put the seasoning on top, and then you add an egg, and then you add whatever else you want, and you're ready to go. So these are already flavored little seasoned packets. And then we have gomok chahan here, which is a different flavor. This is also something I requested. This is furikake. Now furikake is basically seasoning for your rice, so you're not eating just white rice, which is totally okay. We do that too, but this is just to give it a little bit of flavoring. So we have 2 flavors here. We have sukiyaki flavor, which is a beef flavor, and then we have noritama, which means seaweed egg flavor. So I cannot wait to try this because I've never tried this flavor before, but this is actually one of my favorite flavors of furikake. You can buy this exact flavor from the Asian store. They have them in little glass bottles with a plastic cap on top of them, and you can actually see through the jar. There's a label, and then the rest of the jar you can see through, and you can tell when it's egg because there's a lot of these yellow pieces, and this is my all-time favorite flavor of furikake. If you guys don't know, I get one of these at least in every single box. These are milky candies. Basically, they're milk caramels. If you've had a caramel before, you know that it's just straight up caramel. This is actually milk caramel. So it has the same consistency as caramel, but it doesn't taste anything like caramel. It tastes straight up like milk. My husband is the one who absolutely loves these. So my mom always makes sure that she sends one bag in there. And I mean, this is also something that I grew up loving. It's just as an adult, so much I don't really like them that much as I did when I was younger. So next product I have here is something my mom has never actually sent me. This is a packet of udon. Now, if you don't know what udon is, it is a noodle type of food or dish. This is something that you would eat like when you're sick or when you're hungover. It's kind of the same thing as soba, but again, soba noodles are a little bit thinner than this as well. So you have ramen, which is a very thin noodle with a little bit of bite. Then you have a soba noodle, which is a little thicker than ramen and has a slight bite. Then you have udon, which is the thickest type of noodle and has almost no bite to it, depending on how you want to boil the noodles. I personally like them with a slight bite to them, but I love udon, but I prefer soba over ramen or this. But soba is a little bit harder to send overseas because a lot of the time whenever you go to the restaurants, it is all handmade. These are a lot easier to send like in a box. Speaking of soba, we have Okinawa soba right here. Now, Okinawa soba, if you don't know from the name, is Okinawa soba. So this is exactly what I'm talking about the noodles. As you can see, if I can just get the glare out of here, the noodles here are a little bit thicker than ramen, but this is actually Okinawa soba ramen. So this is a ramen version of Okinawa soba. So like I said, Okinawa soba is very hard to kind of preserve. Unlike the udon noodles, which are basically in a vacuum sealed package. With Okinawa soba, for some reason, it is a lot harder to conserve or preserve. So they made a ramen type of Okinawa soba, and I love this stuff. Like, I can kill this every single day, and there's 5 in here, so basically a week's worth of food, and I just love this stuff. This stuff you can actually find in some Asian stores. They sell them in the Asian store that we have here, but of course they're going to be a little bit more expensive. But if you do see this particular brand of Okinawa soba, I advise you jump on it because this is my absolute favorite type of ramen. Now the next foods are per my husband's request. My mom sends me this every single box because my husband is obsessed with mabo tofu. Now, if you don't know what mabo tofu is, it is basically beef with some sauce and tofu, and you stir it up, you basically stir fry it up, and it looks like this. Mabo tofu is actually a Chinese food, so whenever you go to a Chinese restaurant and you ask for mabo tofu, most likely they'll have it on the menu. And I don't know, I'm not really a big mabo tofu fan because a lot of the time it is very spicy, but my husband loves these. So my mom sent 4 boxes. We have 2 different flavors here, but they're both medium spice, and I'm not really sure what the difference is. One is just like red spice, and then the other one is like a black type of spice that you can see down here. So I don't know. He's just gonna have to let me know how these taste because they're too spicy for me to even like really take a bite out of. Sadly, this is the last product in this box. This is sampincha. Now, sampincha is very well known in Okinawa. It is jasmine tea, and for some reason, I don't really like just jasmine tea here in the States. I don't know why. It just tastes a little different, and it's not as bitter as I like it. Sampincha is a very bitter tea, and it is just something that I grew up with. Now, when I was younger, I could not stand the taste of sampincha because it was always so freaking bitter. But as I got older and actually stopped drinking coffee, I got more into sampincha rather than just like regular green tea. I just love the flavor of this stuff. My mom sends me the type that is already like in a tea bag. All you do is you boil some water, you put it in there, let it rest for a little bit or steep for a little bit, and then all I do is add some water to kind of lighten up the bitter taste. I cannot live without this stuff. This is actually this aside from green tea is my other source of caffeine. Even when I was younger, my mom would always like try to get me to drink this stuff. My grandmother always had this in her house because this is a very well-known Okinawan tea. Now, I know you can get jasmine tea anywhere, but for some reason, sampincha, this actual name, is well known to Okinawa itself. And so I'm really happy that she got me these because, I mean, I requested them, but I'm just really happy she got me these because I am on my last 2 like tea bags, and I was just dying. I actually saved those 2 tea bags because I didn't know when this package was arriving, and so I'm glad that I got to restock on these. So that is all the products that my mom sent me, and I am so thankful to her when she sends me these things. But there are times, I don't know why, but I'm getting emotional because I really miss home. It's just really, really hard when I see all these things that my mom sends me from home, because I really miss home. This is the longest I've ever been away from my family, my parents. And it's just so hard because I can't get all the foods that I want here in America. So whenever I'm feeling homesick, there's really nothing to relieve the homesickness except for when my mom sends me these packages. It's just so hard being away from home and being in like a completely different culture where a lot of people here are very rude, they're very self-centered, they're very selfish. I really can't describe to you guys just how much I miss home because it's so different from here, and I just can't wait to go back. Like, I mean, I'm trying to go back this winter, but because we did just purchase a house, I'm not really sure how that's gonna work out, but I just miss home so much. Like, I just feel so homesick right now just staring at all this amazing food that I grew up on, that my mom would make for me. Like how I said earlier, this is my favorite type of soba, but I mean, instead of getting the real thing, this is all I can get. It's the next best thing, but it's not what I want. So it's almost kind of like a tease. I don't think I've been this emotional or this homesick since we first moved here, because when we first moved here, you know, I didn't know what to expect from the States because I had been living back home for 20 something years and that's all I ever knew. And then now, you know, whenever we go shopping, it's like I'm looking for something, but I know it's not going to be there. Again, a lot of the people here are just so rude and so selfish and self-centered, and they just don't care about manners. They don't care about etiquette, and it's just been such a hard change for me. Like, I'm sorry, I did not mean to get emotional at all, but I'm telling you, it's not only is it the whole house process, but it's also because Mercury is in fucking retrograde till the 28th. So can we please get past the 28th so I can stop being such an emotional wreck? But anyways, I apologize for that moment of weakness, but I just wanted to share with you guys that these are the things that I love so much. Oh my god, I have like that weird heavy feeling in my chest. So that is everything in the box, and I hope you guys enjoy these videos. I really hope you guys enjoy a little bit of my culture and a little bit of my food that I'm showing you guys, and hopefully one day you guys will get to experience just how amazing and beautiful and just out of this world my home is. Alright you guys, so that is it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please get a thumbs up and don't forget to click that big red button that says subscribe. Also, don't forget to hit that bell notification so you actually know when I post my videos. And as always, if you have any tips, tricks, questions, comments, or if you simply want to talk shit, leave it on in the comment section below, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye bye!